Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what time you're watching this video. My name is Junkie Dolphin. Today, I am going to be destroying characters, or specifically a certain character from a certain very popular Shonen Jump manga, My Hero Academia. First one had to be an MHA one, huh? Even more specifically, I am essentially going to crap on Katsuki Bakugo, the little fireball anger that's for some reason one of the most popular characters in the show, even though he's absolute garbage. A large majority of characters in MHA, while there are some good ones such as Endeavor, and Endeavor's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. Huh. None of them are as spectacular as, say, some characters from Hunter x Hunter, but Bakugo in particular is one of the standouts among the diverse cast in MHA, and that's saying a lot because some of the designs of these characters are wacky. He mostly stands out because he's one of the first characters introduced and still stands out today because of his over-the-top, highly hyperactive, and aggressive personality. This man doesn't see people by their chosen identity and is just an asshole to everyone, an advocate of true gender equality. But this goes against my point. I titled the video Bakugo Sucks for a reason. And that's where I dive in. Bakugo at the start of the series is immediately portrayed as a bully to the main character of the show. And in a society where 80% of the population has superpowers for some reason, being a bully is something that isn't anything special. I mean, come on, someone else out there is probably also flexing their superior superpower to someone who has a less powerful superpower. So Bakugo is no one special. He's no different from any of the other bullies in this bizarre future where 80% of the population has some kind of superpower. But this bully in particular sticks out because he has an ambition to go to some top school, which aligns with the main character's ambition. And he just bullies him in front of everyone in class because he doesn't want his ambition to be shared with someone who is so clearly inferior to him. And he also has "I want attention" syndrome. But then Mr. Izuku Midoriya gains the third most broken superpower in existence, gets into the school, and Bakugo's ambition is now shared by one who is now clearly superior to him. Side note, how does he still seem to be superior to him despite the fact that Deku's clearly got the more broken power? Does this dude have some kind of plot armor or something? Anyway, the two become part of the three prodigies among Class 1A, and the rest of that is history. So, let's dive into that history, shall we? So during the little training segment bit, you know, when Bakugo tries to fucking kill Deku during a training exam before the League of Villains guys try to fucking kill him all a few episodes later, during that little bit, he goes against the rules of the training exercise and tries to murder Deku to assert his dominance and fails. Not only that, but he lost the freaking training exercise. This man is practically all talk. And yeah, sure, he has an OP superpower, but he uses it to try and intimidate people who are clearly much stronger than him. But anyway, after all this crap happens, his mental state is shattered. Pathetic! Get your mental state straight, bro. Don't have a mental state as weak as fucking Subaru, my dude. You see what I mean? If you want to bully someone, you need to shield your mental state from being freaking obliterated by your victim surpassing you. And this guy didn't do that. I mean, that's basic bullying 101, bro. Anyway, the dude vows to surpass everyone again in typical shonen rival fashion. See, something about me is that I don't like the rival trope in anime. The large majority of times, I don't like the rival character. I don't like to follow a character and see his achievements and then have them completely undermined a few chapters later upon seeing the rival's growth. It's partially why I stand One Piece to high heaven, because while Luffy does have one or two rival-esque characters, most of them don't show up until around chapter 500, and then don't show up for 100 or so more chapters, and by that time, the time skip has happened, and Luffy has shown a lot of growth over the 2 years the time skip takes place, and the rival-esque guys, well, one loses an arm and the other doesn't show too much growth. But let's dive back into the main subject. Over the next couple arcs, Bakugo faces various challenges, being Shitgaraki's raid on the disaster training complex and the sports festival. Both times he comes out alive because plot armor in the disaster training complex and just plot in general on the sports festival. I mean, sure, he found Kurogiri's weak spot, but still gets fucking slapped there. And in the sports festival, he wins the tournament arc because Todoroki was having a mental breakdown of his own after fighting Deku using all of his power. And bitch doesn't accept the victory because it wasn't how he wanted it. What a whiny bastard. Just take the medal and get out. God, no wonder he sat through Genus' valuable life lessons and called them a waste of time. This bastard was learning important stuff and ignored it all while Deku was learning stuff about his superpower and unlock the full cowl bullshit and also beat the crap out of Stain. Bakugo has such a one-track mindset, he doesn't accept anyone else's input. I mean, come on, bro. At least take some advice. But no, he tries to beat fucking All Might in the next training exercise arc, and bitch got clapped as you expected. But Deku and Bakugo still pass because Deku plot armor. And now we move on to season 3, where bitch gets captured and is tried to turn into a villain. But since shit Garaki is incompetent as hell, dude not only fails, but gets rated by 156,985,048 hero guys. Fast forward to the end of All Might's career, and after Bakugo's ass gets yeeted out, and we see this dude writhing on the ground over the fact that he thinks it's his fault that All Might's career got decimated. Did he not see All for One slapping him around like a rag doll? It took everything All Might had to take this dude down. But no, this guy has a mental breakdown and tries to fucking kill Deku again. This was also partially instigated by him failing the licensing exam, but no one cares about that arc, so let's move on. So after this, he gets zero action in season 4, and after that is manga spoilers, unless you're watching this in the future when season 5 or above exists. But nothing else really big happens with Bakugo after season 3, except for that one moment somewhere in the chapter 280s, 290s, I can't remember. But that's that. Now, I'm not the best analyzer, so I don't expect I made any convincing points, but this video is kind of split between a joke and a serious vid anyway, so if you like Bakugo, props to you, bro. He's actually a decently well-written character, as I unfortunately figured out while writing the script, but still had to make it a video trashing on him because the video is called Bakugo Sucks. But let me assure you, next time on Destroying Characters, there will be no mercy. So be sure to subscribe to see that. Also, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed the content. And if you didn't like this video at all, let me know by hitting the like button. All right, everyone. I'm heading out. Good night.